Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to introduce many different revelations that will lead to saga-wide implications within the Skywalker saga by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. That's really going to be used as the way to make us look back at the past 8 Star Wars films in a different light. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to contain a ton of different connections to the prequels and the originals, as well as Star Wars Legends to be used as inspirational source material to tell a very unique and original story, not just by JJ and Chris Terrio, but also by creator George Lucas himself. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and even Snoke and Palpatine. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that a description of Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren walking into an abandoned Imperial base where it's explained that they are in search of many secrets related to Palpatine and Snoke. It said that eventually Kylo and his Knights of Ren discover one of Palpatine's vaults where as they go inside, it said that they discover a large hologram of Sidious in the form of a message that was going out into the unknown regions many years ago, where Palpatine was sending a message out to Snoke, where Palpatine was said to help Snoke at one point in time by revealing the location of the Beyond just before his death. It's explained that both Snoke and Palpatine were in search of the Beyond, as it contains a great power that only the Dark Acolytes knew about. However, it said that Palpatine helping Snoke was used as an exchange, where Snoke then offered the location of some of the Dark Temples through one of his holograms. However, it said that this was all part of Palpatine's manipulation, as he was very interested in Snoke's power and was in search of him. Though it said that Snoke eventually discovered the Beyond, thanks to Palpatine, he didn't find the very center of the Beyond, which is where the great power resides. So let's go over a couple of parts about this, because we do know that Episode 9 is going to show us a ton of different revelations to the Skywalker saga. In case you guys did not know, Eunice Watama, the man who plays Chewbacca in the sequel trilogy, even said that the entire movie is a "I did not see this coming" moment, which really is a bold statement. It tells us that this movie is going to have tons of different twists and turns, which may be a good or a bad thing. We may have to wait and see. So, I want to go over the unknown regions and how it serves as a bridge to the Beyond. Now, Palpatine helping Snoke in some way, shape, or form in an exchange to get the locations of some of the Dark Temples is a very interesting strategy by Palpatine, because we do know that Palpatine is an expert manipulator. We do know that he tricked Anakin to the dark side. Palpatine was also the one that fooled everybody when it comes to everything that happened in the prequel trilogy era. And he's doing the same exact thing here to a certain extent with, of course, Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, you guys may recall the other leaks that we went over, including a vision sequence before both Kylo Ren and Rey's eyes, where they are using the flow walking technique, where they do see the spirit of Sidious confronting Snoke, where Snoke is trying to fight it off, giving us a big hint and or indicator that Palpatine eventually takes over the body of Supreme Leader Snoke. In case you guys did not know, Snoke never had all those injuries that he had in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi, and that it was being kept a big secret for a specific reason. And J.J. Abrams is going to indeed explain his injuries in Episode 9, and now we can pretty much see exactly why from what it seems. It could very well have something to do with the spirit of Sidious and its dark side energy pretty much decaying the body of Snoke progressively over time. Very possible. So, I want to go over the Beyond itself. Now, it said that Snoke, thanks to Palpatine, discovered the Beyond eventually, however, did not find and or discover the very center of the Beyond. So we still are not quite sure exactly what in the world the Beyond really is. Is it a different realm? Is it a different galaxy? Is it a different dimension? Is it somewhere maybe on the very edge of the unknown regions, just leaving the galaxy? That's a big possibility. Again, we're not quite sure what the Beyond really is, other than the fact that we do know that the Dark Acolytes reside over there, and the Knights of Ren have actually traveled over to the Beyond during the events of Episodes 7 and 8, and is JJ's explanation as to why the Knights of Ren are not in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi, which makes a lot of sense now. So what I like so much about this is that this connects the characters of Palpatine, Snoke, Kylo, and the Knights in a very specific and unique way that's really going to resonate with fans, I believe, as well as it's done correctly. Again, the use of holograms, a lot of fans love holograms to a certain extent. You know, it really does allow fans to see certain elements of the past and certain one's intentions many years ago. So Snoke and Palpatine, you know, very interesting characters, I will say, because, well, if you look at Palpatine, during the events of the originals, we didn't know too much about him. The same exact thing goes as follows for Snoke in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. We literally know nothing about him and his backstory when it comes to that character, you know, of Snoke in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.